Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner studio, and with me today is Michelle Smeltzer. Michelle is the Community Liaison Director, Outreach Coordinator. What is your exact title? Because I just say, Michelle, call her because she knows everything. I mean,
I'm the Community Liaison.
Oh, okay. Well, I was close. I was close. I say that to everybody because their titles change.
Right.
So instead of promoting you or giving you more money, they just give you a new title.
They gave me the Community Liaison title a few years ago, and that's the way
You're
it stayed.
sticking with it, huh?
Yes.
All right. Michelle is involved in a lot of things, some with her job, some without, but they all seem to kind of come together. And one of those is a thermal shelter. And we haven't seen too much about that. You've been over at the First Presbyterian Church, had a little poo-ha there, what do we call it,
first
for a few
opened,
minutes. Yeah, just a change. No one likes change.
Right.
So anyway, what's happening with that?
So, we're getting ready to wind down. It ends, the last night is March 31st, and so we're closing up on April 1st. So we're just trying to get prepared for that, prepare our guests for that. Some have already, been looking at other housing options.
Be here before you know it.
Yeah. And
so how did it go this season? I mean, this was a completely new thing for you. You stayed at one place.
Yes. Well, we were up at 15th Street where we were at that one place. But it worked out really well at the Presbyterian Church. They've been very welcoming to us. So there was a couple little things that we had to adjust to. We had separate rooms where we didn't have before, which we liked better.
Yes.
And it's just been a great experience there. I mean, it really has. We've been able to have animals, like we've had in the past, people with pets, usually dogs. So for the past few months, we've had at least one dog there, almost every night.
Yeah, that's good.
So we're able to do that.
And the other churches and things and people are helping you support.
So,
because we had that little public meeting over there, and when you first opened up, just to kind of fill in the community what was happening, and there was pretty good attendance.
Right.
And you had pros and cons on there, but I think you all worked it out.
Right. I mean, we've tried to be very, listen to the neighbors about their concerns, and so we've been a little bit more stringent on our rules and what we're allowing, the behaviors that we don't allow, that we're maybe a little bit more lenient on in the past.
Yeah.
We've been very
now you're more
strict.
a residential neighborhood as compared to out in the boonies up 15th Street. Well, that's great. I think that you're just trying to be a good neighbor.
Yeah. And so we've had, we've had 83 nights so far, and we've served approximately 80 individuals this season.
Oh, wow. That's a lot more than before, isn't it?
Not really. I mean, if it's been, some individuals, it could be one night, it could be 3 nights, it could be the whole time. And they're not 80 there all at once. But we have
around 30,
served.
40,
it's been lower. We're in the 20s.
We've had some really nice nights and some nice weather.
This winter hasn't really been a winter, right?
All right. So she's got a whole long list of stuff here to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk. Are we doing them in the order they occur?
Yes,
okay,
I'm trying. I think I have them in the right order, but I don't have my glasses on, so we'll see. So the first one we have is a food giveaway. We've done a few of these in the past. We try to do them in the winter. It's easier to keep the food. But we have a lot of turkeys. We have some chicken. We have some hamburger buns. We just have a variety of things, and we'll be getting more. We're hoping to get some produce. So that's going to happen on March 25th. So it's a Saturday at 1 p.m. at First Baptist Church.
Okay.
And that's 14 West First Street. I have it on our Facebook page, and it has had over 100 shares for just this event.
Good.
So,
and you've done these things before. It's always been well
attended, and we're usually out of food really fast.
Yeah, don't wait.
Yeah, it goes out really fast.
Don't think 3 o'clock you'll still be there.
Right. No, we will. We won't be there at 3 o'clock. Pretty much. So we're hoping to get some more items, and we're just going to be there until it.
How does it work? I mean, what's
So I think because of the number of people that seem to be looking at that post, we'll ask people if they want a turkey, until they're gone. So if you want one, great. If you don't have to take one. And I think we might just have bags already put together.
Okay.
And that way because it's a small parking lot, we don't have room for a ton of cars there.
Kind of like a drive-through.
Yeah, and some of the bigger items like a turkey or something like that, we might ask if you want that. And you might not even leave your car. We'll just have people come up to the car and hand it to you.
So what's the requirement for this?
There is none.
So
there's no paperwork. There's no, just, people that are in need, we just...
And that's a lot of us.
Yeah. So if you need it, come get it.
Okay.
So that's all.
And who's sponsoring this?
So that's the Department of Social Services. And then also we have a lot of help from First Baptist Church, of course.
Yeah, they do a lot down there.
And and then New Hope Bible Church does a lot with food and has supplied us with a lot of this food that we'll be giving out.
Okay.
So, and that's through Cisco.
All right, great.
Okay, so that's the number one. That's at 1 p.m. Okay.
All right. And we'll put all this information below here in the video and all the links and dates and things again. All right. Number 2, what do we have?
So April 15th, we have the Every Child Matters Jubilee. That's also sponsored by the Department of Social Services. And then we partner up with Parks and Rec. So we'll have lots of fun activities for the kids. We're going to have a little petting zoo. We're going to have bounce houses. Parks and Rec's going to have, fun activities there. We're going to have the inflatable race like we've had before at the Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee.
Right.
And that's Saturday, April 15th from 11 to 3.
Well, our weather will be nicer in April.
Yeah, hopefully, yes. Hopefully.
It will be.
Yes. And that's at 15th Street at the track like it is every year.
Okay.
And it's free for the whole family. There's nothing that you would need to purchase.
It's a good community family event.
Right.
It's well attended. People like to come to these things. It's great. That's great.
And so we'll have, we're going to have hot dogs. We're going to have so-mote beef. We'll be grilling the dogs.
He does such a great job.
I love him. He's great.
He's just really involved in the community. If you need food, he's got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's offered to come and cook them up. And so we'll do that. And so we're just going to have hopefully a tug of war. We're going to try to set that up, and it'll just be fun for the kids.
That's what you want. Fun time. We need some more fun.
We need some fun.
All right. What else we got?
Okay, the next thing, House of Hope. So I'm also involved with House of Hope, and we have the Empty Bowl Supper that we have every year. So we've had such a great success with it being outside on Main Street. This year, we are kind of teaming up with Earth Day. So it's going to be April 22nd. 12 to 3. We're going to have the shelter behind the gazebo. That's where we're going to be set up. The pavilion, yes. And we'll be set up there. We'll have, it'll have our soups. We'll have bowls. Arlene Link at Explore Art and Clay is already. She's doing. We wouldn't be able to do it without Arlene. She's our number one. Without her, I'm not sure.
And she makes those bowls. It's really cool.
So
she's doing. Make the bowls, right?
Yeah. Well, you can paint them. She does them. We're doing Earth Day theme bowls also, in addition to the other. So she's got a lot of different bowls this year.
Okay.
So you can go paint bowls now at Explore Art and Clay, and that's free. And if you would like to purchase the bowl just by itself is $25, and then it's $35 if you want soup, and you get to pick a couple soups when you come to the event. Okay. So it's all going to happen in the gazebo area for Earth Day, and so we're looking at. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Now remember, this is a fundraiser for the House of Hope, not just a soup kitchen here.
Right? Yeah, it's a fundraiser for House of Hope. It's our biggest fundraiser that we do every year.
And people like it. It's great.
And we have a great time, and I think everybody has a really good time there.
All right.
So the next thing we have is a volunteer fair. So we did that. The Wednesday group did that last year at the library. This year we are doing it at the Youth Center on 8th Street, right by Bing Crosby Stadium. Okay. And it is going to be Saturday, May 6th, and kind of partnering up with social services on that one. So we have some organizations. I didn't put them all on here, but like the Humane Society will be there, Habitat for Humanity, Laurel Center, Warren Coalition, Shenandoah Valley Battlefield Foundation is going to be there. So we've we've invited all of our local nonprofits to attend. If you are looking for a volunteer opportunity, this will be the place to go.
Right.
You can learn all about what these organizations do, and if it's
something kind of fits your fancy, something you're looking for, it's a great idea.
Right.
We don't want to be a voluntold fair. Right.
Right. You're going to volunteer.
This gives you an opportunity to get in there and pick the best ones you want.
Yeah. So this is, again, May 6th from 1 to 4 at the Youth Center.
Is that a Saturday?
That is a Saturday.
Well, you have just filled up every Saturday.
I am booked for a while until I go on vacation.
Saturday. Oh no, this is a Wednesday.
This is a Wednesday.
Oh
thank
Oh
goodness.
my God. That's good. Wednesday.
So we have social services. He has their annual job fair. Well, we have it twice a year. So this the one coming up is May 17th. It's a Wednesday. It's going to be at the Community Center on Villa Avenue.
Right.
And it's 1 to 4 p.m. And we'll have all the businesses there that will talk about what they do, what they're looking for, employees, and you can go shop around for a job.
Yeah.
So that's
that's
coming up.
No excuse if you're looking for a job. Here's a good place to do it.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people hiring, and you hear on the news all the time about all our unemployment is so low, but yet everybody's complaining about there's no jobs. So,
right.
I think but a lot of things have happened. Our COVID money ran out.
Yeah.
And so people that have been living off their benefits, or I guess you would call them that.
Well, they really didn't have money to actually live on.
Well,
they had, maybe SNAP or something, but no one was paying. Well, I guess there was rental assistance too.
Well, there is. Let's rephrase that. They were depending on their COVID money to survive.
So hopefully, we'll have good attendance on that. And then I have one more thing. I forgot.
Okay.
So Rotary Club of Warren County is having their second annual Ride with Rotary, and that is on April 29th. So that's my last April weekend. And that starts at 8 a.m. at Rockland Park. So if you ride a bike and you want to participate in that, if you're an avid bike rider, there's different different courses
different routes,
or routes.
Right? Yeah,
different routes you can take. Yeah. And this event will benefit the Concern Hotline.
Okay.
That I'm also involved with.
Dr. Sabady is really into the bicycling.
Yes.
And I think he didn't do a full marathon. I think he did a half marathon or something, but that's still a long way on a bicycle.
That's a long way, yes.
That little bitty seat. I can't.
Right.
I do not get on bicycles with little bitty seats.
I don't.
I want a tractor seat.
Bikes and I don't get along, but.
That's right. I want that big tractor seat to sit on. That's
I
me.
like
That's right.
the big seats.
Yeah. But
so that's
he said it was a great event. He loved it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were there. It was very enjoyable. If you have any kind of bike ride, and there's levels for all kinds. You don't have to be one of those. You don't have to be a big. He dresses up and puts them funny bike clothes on, but you don't have to do that. You can have just a regular bike and drive. Go a couple blocks. And just have
exactly.
Fun.
So
it's always a great thing.
There's a lot of people like bike, and it's a beautiful route, and it's a beautiful area to be able to ride in.
Yeah.
So, if you're interested in that, that's coming up on April 29th.
There's not a lack of things to do, I can tell you.
No. There's so many other things going on, too, that I don't even...
We're going to talk next week with the Front Row Cardinals, because that starts like the first week in June and July. That's like almost 5 days a week. They got something going on at Bing Crosby or neighboring community with the baseball.
Right.
And so they're just, school will be out in May. Kids will be everywhere.
There's tons of stuff to do.
Tons of stuff. You cannot lack of things to do in Warren County.
Right.
People, when your kid comes home and say, Mom, there's nothing to do, take them to this volunteer fair and get them busy. You learn a lot by volunteering.
Right.
You learn a couple things, ones you don't want to do, and which may motivate you into finding something that you do want to do. So, I don't know. It's just great.
I love volunteering. That's I've always loved to volunteer.
I told people that when I was in the military. They have this book about this thick, on special assignments. Well, you can volunteer for just about anything. Surprisingly, they always tell you, "Oh, never volunteer." I might have got a few crummy deals, 1 or 2 hours, but most time, if you're, as long as you're not, kissing up to someone, it's okay, and you're sincere in it. It always works out.
Yeah,
it works out. If you go in there and treat it like a job and get in there and volunteer, you'll learn a lot.
Yep, that's
true.
true.
Well, Michelle, you just are so busy. So we appreciate all the things you do and your staff and all your other friends and colleagues at the
so we wouldn't be
social
able to do
services.
it without, everybody pulling together for these type of things. So
we all work together on it, and I was in here talking to Krista Shiflett and Celeste Brooks. They were in here the other day, and they're putting on an event called No Foolin' Warren County Rock. So they're going to be doing an event the last day of March,
right?
And so it's just like.
And we all kind of work together. We all know, it's a great community.
But our organizations, you just can't depend on the government to do everything. If it wasn't for our 501c3 type organizations, we would miss a lot of these services.
Yeah, and the Warren Coalition, they do a lot. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on over there.
They do so much stuff in the schools, and and not just things you see. They're very behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
We've had the Warren the ARC now called the ARC. Lynn was in here when it's kind of getting that revitalized. There's just so many activities and things going. You can check all that out. Look through some of the town talks on the Royal Examiner, and you'll see some of the groups we've talked to. And if you've got an idea or an organization or something you want to present, give us an email. Send us an email to news@royalexaminer.com. Mark will be behind with the camera, and he'll be happy to help us. All right? Michelle, thanks so much. Say hi to everyone. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.